Hello folks, and welcome back to the Batcave and Farm Sim 19 with a couple of changes. I hope you're all in good form. You'll excuse me if I start throwing a bit of the white stuff around. Now, I am back on... Okay, didn't really want that. Right, so I am back on version 1.3, or patch 1.3 I should say, and it is a beta. I may or may not, there was two videos I did basically. One of them, the sound quality was just, well, you were hearing a bit more than you would perhaps want to, let's just put it that way. I was having trouble with triggers. That was my fault. There we are. Basically I had everything mapped to the one button for tip here, as in or dump in the field, or dump here, or whatever, I can't remember the terminology, and unload. Everything was on the one button because I was locked into the one button one job mentality, which turned out to be wrong basically. It's long and short of it. Oh hey, get off. So because I'm using the HOTAS, it suddenly dawned on me that something I was very happy about fairly recently was when they reintroduced modifiers. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, I know. Oh man, the brakes need working on. No, that way, that way. Right, there we are, right. So, so I then thought, well, hang on, I've got all these buttons and I've got modifiers, so I took off the dump anywhere. And lo and behold, all the triggers worked. And I made a complete fool of that. Anyway. But I did something else. Now, what we're going to do... In fact, you know what? We'll do it with this tractor. There's been I've been keeping an eye on things like the useful mods, as I call them. Now, the one here, enhanced vehicle, that species got me onto that one. I missed that. I'm very glad he did, because I wouldn't be without it now. I just wouldn't. So yeah, very happy with that. Quality of life mods, I think you would call it. The other one is courseplay. Courseplay. It's getting there, and when you read the blurb on the GitHub, I think it's going to get back to where it was and better, but for the moment it's a bit too dependent on where you start it for my liking. Simple as that. It's just, yeah, a bit finicky. So that's the state of play with that. But I did find something else, and I'm now off to go and investigate to see how good that is. Oh, get off. Sorry, I'm forgetting what buttons are do what. Now, I've got two in. And I'm going to see if it works. So, stop you there. Oh, best. There you are. Let's get back in the car and pretend we're actually doing something useful. And move the mic. Yes, goodbye. Right, actually don't need, no, don't need that. Right, Macduff, no, that one. Now one of the ones I got, and I do like that, go fast. So, that one, that one, that one. Oh, I haven't put it in. Pooh. It's the workshop tabber, and basically the idea was you would go to this screen and then you could tab through to the bit you actually wanted. I haven't run into anything. Okay, so if I repair it, okay, it gets better value. Right, okay. Right, I haven't put that in. So we're back to the That's somewhat annoying. Right. That one. Now, there's two reasons I'm doing this. One, I'm not sure if this has an animation for it, but well, we'll soon see. Well, wrong one, that one. Customize. Ah, now, see I've got a wee bar here. Wide tires. Now I'm just going to check. Oh, I do! Why did I not have that one? You silly boy. It cost you nothing. Right, there we go. No, we don't want the front loader attached. Now, global positioning. Yes, global positioning. Oh, wait a minute. 15 grand. I don't think I have 50. I have minus. Oh, how? Oh, whoops, that's not good. Right, I've not been paying attention to that. Okay, let's see what happens with that. You do not have enough money. There's a shock. Right. Okay. Let's have that. Right. And that. Customize. Global positioning. Wide tires are weight. Standard. Do like the wide tires. Right, there we are. So we have global positioning system. Now, in something like the John Deere's or the Bambis, you actually get the starlight or star, whatever the heck it's called, we do for appearing up there on the cab, which is a really nice touch. And even some of the other vehicles, like there's a mod for an MB track that does it as well. So anyway, we customize that. Yes, quite sure. Right, there we go. So we now have GPS on here. Right, so this is a live test, folks. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go, but we'll see. Let's see. Control S. There you go. Control S does that. So you could do auto width. Show lines on. Enable guidance steering. Right, okay. So how do we that one? Hold F. Right. Well, that's intriguing. Let's start and change it. No. Right, okay, so let's go and have a look at the buttons. I'm assuming you're down here somewhere. Yes, and we also found autoloader. Oh, there we are. Show guidance steering menu. Oh, right, okay. Set guidance point is that. So basically it's all left alt. Right, so Oh, it's out the back of me. Right, okay, so now we're in business, I think. Right. Let's get hooked up. Right, you're done. So, I should be back here on this one. But at least now I have this little bar in front of me, so that's a start. Right. Yeah, I've not quite got myself sorted out with all this newfangled shenanigans, and it's great. So I'll do that. So now I wonder, can I? Right, what's that? That's your. Right. Right, so I've got one there. There we are. Right, to do that. Come on, where are you? Right, so steering guidance. So that should be that and that, I think. Right, I think that should do it. So, Control F, auto width 30, enable guidance steering on. Right, the snap. What? Just create a track. Oh, right, okay, so, Control E? Oh, no, not Control E. Alt E. There's E. Hang on. Need to be back in the motion for that one. Right, how's that? Right, I see. So, right. So, okay, there we are then. That's the two. Oh, hey, stop doing that, you. How do I get that to go right or left? That's the question, and I've already forgotten. Q8. Right, so you're down here somewhere. Left alt, page up and down. Right, okay, so. And this is very much an early build, folks. Very much an early build. And they say that a number of times, and caveats and cautions aplenty. So they will have the same sort of feature set they had the last time. I'm quite sure of that. For the moment, it's a bit agricultural, shall we say? Yes, that might be one way of putting it. Right, so left up to the right, page up. Okay. So okay, so that doesn't work then. Bearing in mind I am on it was left alt, wasn't it? Yeah, left alt, page up and page down. Left alt, page up. Left alt, page down. That'll be a no then. Okay. But for the sake, for science, let's just see. Okay, so I am no longer steering, and I'm now no longer throttling. It seems to be. Man, it's quick to react. It would appear I was somewhat squint. Oh, it's working. That'll be GPS working. Not the most fluid of experiences, it has to be said, but you know, it's working. And you could quite easily, and I will, use modifier buttons to get the track setting, because basically you do an A/B for a minimum of what was it, 15 meters, I think, in the general direction. Now normally you would do that off the first yeah, and it caught it. You would do that off your best straight edge, as it were. Oh! And it didn't knock the auto thing off. Right, so what we could knock that down to 13 then, eh? I like to have it 1 or 2 mile per hour above what it's liable to do. That way when you're doing your headland turns, you still feel like you're winning and you're getting a good turn round, but it's not so fast that you're right, well, we don't need to be doing that then. Now the other news, and it's massive news for me and you, hopefully, by default or by something or other, is that I'm speaking to you just now while I'm doing this video, because in the background I have a download going, Dirt 2, and due to a website which is entirely illegal, which I struggle to believe sometimes, but it is, I've got the advanced copy of right, so do that, turn it, are. I've really got to change that on and off bit, don't I, really? I could swap with it. Right, sorry, I'm looking at button assignments, but yes. I've got Dirt 2 downloading, and through CD keys I got the deluxe version for less than Steam are charging for the standard version. So work that one out. Good problem to have. Wait. So there we are. Oh, and yes, we're back in Marwel Manor, and the reason they are there is, apart from me being a bit of a plum, which you probably worked out by now, I'd hired out the bigger version of this to get the line done, because it was just taking forever. Right, so do that, and then that one, yeah, that needs to swap. I'm just going to go and get this bit done, because if not, I will forget. There we are. So, there we are. 1.3 seems to have done many things. Oh, and just to clarify, I went to the Alps map, and mainly because you get all the critters straight off. I put in 15 hens, I put in 228 litres of wheat, because that was the first thing that came off the field. Fast forwarded time for a few hours, and went back 220 litres. So not a huge amount, but they had eaten stuff, and having had a look on the website for the bugs report, if you will, there were two entries for never ending food, and apparently it is when you clean up in front that causes some sort of a loop, and it just gives you, alright, well, you can have all the food you could ever possibly want, which is a bit silly, but that apparently is what was happening. Right, I'll leave that then. So yes, those of us with very dainty diners and chickens, you know who you are, and that should be fixed in the next one. There are also various fixes and various improvements which there have been very let's get this going again. Oh, that's great. That is great. And I just love the noise this tractor makes. But she's behaving better with the wheel weights. I could probably drop down that weight at the front now. I tend to find, even with this, with the weight modding, that about 600 to 800 is about the sweet spot for most things, unless you're doing heavy tillage. But this is hardly heavy tillage. This is just balancing out mode. So yeah, 600 would do. However, I have a 1250, and well, I'm going to use it. So there. So yes, there we are. GPS, it is here, it is working. It's not smooth, it's not final, but it has been worked upon, and if you do decide to go for it, get yourself to the GitHub. I have got a link for it. Hey. And GitHub is by far the best way of doing it, for the simple reason it gets updated a silly amount of times. And one yesterday it was updated like 3 times within 20 minutes and then nothing. So you know, it's just random. So get it from the GitHub and you'll not go wrong. But as you can see, Wopster has done a grand job, and yeah, Upside Down has walked, and I will be having a look at Cattle and Crops, because that's had more than a few updates recently, and I've been a bit preoccupied. If I could speak, that would help. A bit preoccupied. There we are. With this here machine, and especially now that I can use it. And I know I'm sounding like a broken record, and apologies if I'm bugging people, but I got the HOTAS because my side panel was starting to do double clicks and all sorts of other weird ones, or just not playing, you know, that sort of thing. So that's why I got the HOTAS, and to finally be able to use it and for it to actually work the way I wanted it to, that's just I don't actually expect that. I always look for it, but you know, you don't expect it. Is why would things work out the way you want them to? That would just be far too easy. Right, so Mr. Happiness, let's get you turned round. And I have to say, Marwel Manor is well, it's going to take a wee while to get up and running, but I can see there's been a really good map, and I don't think I'm going to be. There you go, and a wee bloop, because we all need a bloop now and again. Yes. I think this tractor, there's going to be 2 or 3 of these at least, and we'll just go mob-handed. And more shocking news, I actually managed to get on the server and there was other people there. Yes, I know. Not only was there other people, but the other people were Sooty and that man's species. Bit of chicanery going on with things, but in general it was just really nice to trip over folk. And I haven't forgotten that I said I would do an update. I will do. Might be somewhat updated, delayed rather. Then I go and pick up another one. Because well, Dirt 2, there you are, that's why. Now, hang on, if I finish that, if I just press Alt-E? Yeah, Alt-E and it goes back to that, fair enough. Oh, wrong side. Now I have got pallet forks, so right, I'm gonna have to get this off the field. That was just, it was a good idea, but I'll put my hand up. I didn't realise this was full of fertiliser. So stupidly, wait a minute, how the heck have I got 484,000? Well, how's that happened then? I thought I had minus something a minute ago and I had gone, what the heck's going, what? How's... Property and... oh, hello. Oh dear. I must have, I'd forgotten I've taken a loan out for the inept, haven't I? Owned items. So what's going on? Oh right, yes, let's just sell them. Where are you? Oops. Right. There you go. That's better now. That's why. Oopsie. Why was I doing that? Oh, I didn't. Right, okay, I was doing that. I was trying out various things and I must have saved it. That was a silly thing to do. Oh well, that's kind of goosed that a bit, but anyway, we shall carry on regardless. So, needle pulling thread. Right then, I think what we'll do is we need to do a bit of tidying up really. It's that's all just gone a bit mad. Not you, not you. You! What have you got in the front? Real spikes. Nope, that's not good. Well, I could get the cows going, but I think I need to do tidying up stuff first. So oopsie, that went there, that one. Really don't like this machine that much, to be fair. Now, I've got the main stick as my look about bit, which is great because it's very accurate, but I have modifier as in the trigger, first stage of the trigger for, where are you? In there somewhere, aren't you? There you are. Oh no, come the right way around. There's a pleasant change. But the thing is there, if you let go and it's still moving, it keeps going, so you just have to click the trigger again. No, you know what, I'm going to swap this. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, I didn't mean that. That one? No, that one. There you go, that one. Garage. Actually, I just thought of something. I've got it. You doughball. Right. I don't know. Can't get the stuff these days. Just can't get stuff. So, leased items. Yes, you can go. Return. As soon as I've already got a garage. Owned items, Trackatory. Right, so we'll sell that. Yep, for an absolute pittance back. And telehandlers. I'm tempted to get that one. Man, it's expensive. It's the least powerful and most, well, I suppose it's got the deck, and that would be the twisty bit. Anyway. What about you? 15 mile an hour. Let's have the Massey. I know, you're shocked. I love cleats. Right, that one. Okay, lovely. Back. Now, actually, while we're in there, and now that I've had this this grant for the, well, inept, let's just call it what it is. Or the grant for the severely challenged. Because there are companies apparently that do that. Well, there's one in Canada anyway. Right, Cedar. Now, I downloaded a boy. Yes, you. What do you need? 110. Well, that's very sporting. You're silly. 2,000, 5,000, but you take both. Oh, right, you're actually the cedar bit. And you take 1,500. That's the one I usually go for, I have to admit. That's my usual. So let's try the new boy. Because you can, oh, and you can do that, right, okay. Now everybody can do that one, because even, yeah, you can. Do I not have a cedar? I thought I did. Right, so you're 3 meters. The bit small, really. So let's have a big boy. Why don't they do big cedars that just do seed? Somewhat annoying. Anyway, it limits your choice quite severely. So we'll have that boy. Right. Oh, I didn't mean that. And oh, actually no. Hang on. A cotton picking minute. I wonder. When I go to that, because you take seed. Right. So, and you're bigger. So let's have you. Right. Okay. There we go. That's all that then. Righty. You are pointing the right way. Come on. There we go. Right. So, let's go and pick that lot up. I think we've got... Well, field 18 is just ready to go now. Wait a minute, let's just see what's what in fields. Right, so I've not done anything. Right. I have to check because there was one effort where I managed to get, when I was mapping buttons, 3 crops in the one field. And it wasn't intentional, it was just I was hitting the button and I didn't realise what it was doing. Which is still happening now, as you see, but there you are. I've still got picking weight in the front, haven't I? Don't ball. Yes, you have. Right. Right, okay. Now I did have, let's see, I did have a delivery. Yeah, that. So, needle pulling thread. Are you seriously telling me that because you're past it you can't figure out what to do? Oh. And now you won't do anything. Well, that's intriguing. Aye, I took you out of there, dough ball. Alright. Right, well I'll not be doing that again. Okay, so Courseplay doesn't like patch 1.3 then. I suppose I should have guessed that really. Yeah, I've got one of them too now. Is it that one? Yeah. Now, this should be far enough apart, I think. No? Right, how about that then? Right, okay. What the heck's that all about? Oh, it's that. Yes. Now you're gonna laugh at this one, but see that butterfly, and I do mean butterfly. They're like cars. So yeah, that was me hitting a butterfly. If you hit a butterfly, you will lose in Farm Sim. Just a little odd. Oh. Now, normally, why do you keep stopping? There's only birds are impregnable as well. Or immovable. Now, the question is, do I do the whole thing? Yeah, I think we do. We can always pull it back to our crop if we need to. But for the moment, we shall keep it as grass. And yes, he's horribly overkill for this, but never mind. Ooh. Don't know what happened there, but it didn't like that. Wow. Oh, right down to 30 there. No idea why it does that. That's actually the first noticeable one I've seen, and I've no idea why it's doing that. None at all. Now, what I should do is course play and go off and do something else. But, yeah, I don't trust course play that much yet. Yet again, work in progress. Now, if I can get this little corner bumped off. And I'll set it going along that top edge. And we'll see how the hard worker does. Because apparently, hard workers, and I heard this from, it was on one of the live streams, hard workers can cope with curved fields. Yeah, so there. No, I don't believe it either. But as the saying goes, I'm reliably informed. Whoa! Chins! Really? You had to make those birds appear right in front of me and just about crash the game. I assume that's what caused it. And then, well, you can see the way the field's going. I suppose that'll be the terrain, but terrain angles. The GPS was talking about GPS. That would also be a thought. Yes. Right, McDuff. There we go, it's a missile time. Right, go for it. So we are now hired worker mode. The question is, what are you going to do here? Let's just come out a bit. There's trees in there, boyo. Oh, alright. I think he heard me. Alright, so what now? So do I need to do 2 end range perhaps? Anyway, let's leave him to that, because he's doing stuff. And actually given the option he's doing the one I'd want him to, so that's fine. Cause now you don't do that, do you? That's the other one that does a 3-point linkage. Oh well. Right, the pivot steer, handbrake. Whee! Ooh, air brakes in no less, eh? I don't think so. But yes, the other one, the wee one with the pivot, whatever the word is that I can't get. platform. There you go. That'll do for now. You can put a 3-point linkage on the back, which one you can stick a weight on, which is dashed handy, but I don't like the vision in it. It's again, it's not rubbish, but it's just I don't like it. I'm more used to this kind of layout and creature of habit and all that. So I will stick with this for now. But the fact that you can put a 3-point linkage on the back and then stick a weight in the back is a brilliant idea. And I have used it for bales, and for stacking bales it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And also just general loading cycles, because you can whiz the base round. It's just fantastic. Now then, Macduff. So, first of all, before we do anything else, let's get the 2 off the road actually. That would be a plan. That would be a plan. Never shot that. I actually went to grab for the torque converter handle. See that wee stalk on the left there, the wee stalk in the wheel there? That would, on the ones I've done in the past, that's where your torque converter handle. I went to grab for it while I was rolling backwards. Not a bad habit at all. It's not stuck with me in any way whatsoever. Oh, don't be like that about it. And that's my little rotary thingy on the top of the throttle. I know, I'm a big kid. Actually, I say, my good man, I can do it that way. Yes. You're doing that. Right, there's something going on there. I'm going to have a look in the log and see what the story is. Nope, you're just not liking that, are you? Okay. Right, well, that's a bit better for that lot. Oh, come on, get off. Oh, it did. Actually, I should be pushing you up, shouldn't I, really? That would make more sense. And even more than that, it would make far more sense again to push it up with a tractor. Right, okay. But it doesn't mean I have to. Right, so we'll leave you there just now, and I'll see how this cunning plan of mine goes. Probably not very well, but good or bad, it'll be the last thing of this video, because I suspect I've probably been whittering on quite long enough. So we'll lose. You're full. Right, there we are. Bit of puer. Oh, you know what you want, don't I? Didn't want you doing little gymnastic things. Wee. Now I usually have whoa, that was a bad idea. I usually have a spring setting on this, so it auto returns, which is usually what you hear the bzzz. But as Dirt 2 is in the offing, then I've knocked it off, and it's controlled by the game, and of course Parsim does not know what force feedback is. Although intriguingly they do have force feedback off, as if there was an option to have it on, which yes, I have tried that and it makes no odds whatsoever, so you know, but you have to try these things. Right, and no, I'm not going to make you watch to do this. I am going to let's just have a quick look in the log. LUA method mouse event. Alright. Now that could be down to the HOTAS that I've been blithering on about. What? Math program for farmers mods course by the triggers. Table index is nil. Kanojo? What the heck's Kanojo? What's it doing there? Why? What? Right, there's weird things going on. That's what's happening. There's some very weird things going on. Right, I'm going to have to sort out my filing system. That's why it's doing daft things then. Right folks, there you have it. I'm off now to go and see how far along I've got with Dirt 2. Hopefully it'll be something approaching ready, and if not, I'll be going to do, well, other stuff. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I've been vaguely enlightening, or if nothing else, a little amusing. That would do. And take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers for now.